Well, good morning, friends. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning here on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. Well, it's a big day, right? Today, students from both Washington and Idaho heading back to school. So later, we'll get a look inside some of the newest schools, the newest middle schools in Spokane Public Schools.
That's right. But before that, we want to see your back to school photos. If you're heading back to school today, snap a quick photo. Even if you have to take a selfie, send it to us at 509-448-2000. Or if you've already gone back to school, maybe you've already had your first day, send us that first day of school photo, or just send us today's back to school photo. That's okay.
Yeah,
we don't
you
mind.
can also send in a back to school shout out. So if your student is like, I don't want to take a photo, you could embarrass them anyways and give them a shout out message. And before you head out the door and leave for that bus stop forecast, we have you covered every morning here on the show. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick has your bus stop forecast. So Thomas, what's it going to be like on the first day of school?
Yeah, first day of school looking really nice weather-wise. I'll tell you that it has been great to get the rain recently, but the rest of this week should be much drier. Today included in that, little bit chilly, but nothing that we're not used to by this time of year. Some 50s and 40s as the kids are just about to head out to the bus stop first thing this morning, but heading home mid-70s, looking like a near perfect sunny day later on. It's currently 51 degrees in Spokane, but in some areas around us a little bit cooler. Those are our normal cool spots from Deer Park, Newport, Sandpoint, all in the mid 40s. Same out of Pullman, 46 degrees there currently. So that is very common to see a few spots cooler than others. Maybe some drifting cloud cover out there this morning, but nothing in it, as we will be very sunny all day long today.
Well, this morning, be sure to give yourself a little extra commute time, as there will likely be more people on the road before 9 a.m.
Yeah, and just a reminder, if you are dropping your kids off at school this morning, or if you're just driving through a school zone, you want to be careful because those school zone cameras are back up and running. So there's actually 8 of them citywide. The newest cameras are processed by an Arizona-based company. Last year, some of our viewers asked us if you have to pay those tickets because they weren't signed by an officer in Spokane. But according to Spokane Police, that law has since changed and everything is processed electronically.
It's the same as a ticket I would hand you in person now. I don't even sign those. It's all electronic, and the court recognizes that as a feasible option for us.
Sergeant Teresa Fuller, who you just heard from, says no tax dollars are used for the cameras, and she adds they're an effective way for the city to reduce collisions at intersections and slow drivers down in school zones. Also, starting today, new yellow school buses will be out on the roads this morning, as Spokane Public Schools have a different bus service this year. So SPS awarded Zoom Bus Services a 5-year, $71 million transportation contract. So that includes transportation for nearly 7,000 Spokane students. Zoom also offers really different kind of features in their app for parents to be able to track precisely where their student's bus is at all times. All right, we want to get you caught up back on breaking news we brought you in the last 30 minutes. Moscow police are currently in a standoff with a shooting suspect. So
police say that a person fired a gun several times at officers. This is happening near South Almond Street. They are now trying to take the suspect into custody. So anyone who resides near this area or who is just nearby this area, please shelter in place.
Okay, so we want to get you to the current road closings right now in the area. There's a lot of them, so I'm going to read them off. If you are in this area, you definitely know these streets. A Street and Pullman Road at Line Street closed. A Street at C Street. North Main Street at D Street. Asbury and Almond at 6th Street. 3rd Street west of Main Street is also closed this morning. So this is a developing situation right now. We do have a crew on their way to the scene to bring you a live report. We'll keep you updated here on Up with KREM.
Well, Washington State is on track to have its deadliest year on the roads in decades. Washington's Traffic Safety Commission calls it a traffic safety crisis. In 2022 through July, there were 413 traffic deaths reported. By that same point this year, 417 people had died on Washington's roads. Officials that we spoke to say the top factors in those deadly crashes this year were driving under the influence, speeding, being a distracted driver, and not wearing a seatbelt.
We would like for people to slow down, increase following distance, leave more than enough time for traffic and other collisions that could occur, and then also drive sober.
Our local Washington State Patrol District 4 says that on state routes and interstates around Spokane, traffic deaths are up 200% over the last year. 6 people died last year by this time compared to 18 this year.
All right, it is 6:06. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. Brand new for you this morning, Rathdrum's longtime mayor will not be seeking re-election. Vic Holmes has served as Rathdrum's mayor for the past 16 years and was a city council member for 4 years. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press report Holmes is retiring to spend more time with his family. A third attempt to block Washington's ban on the sale of assault weapons has been defeated. Moses Lake-based Guardian Arms, a firearm training company, is behind the latest lawsuit. A Thurston County Superior Court ruled the ban should remain in place while legal challenges continue. And Seahawk fans, get ready. The regular season officially starts on Sunday when the Hawks take on the Rams at Lumen Field in Seattle. This is a big game against our rivals. The Rams could be without star receiver and Eastern Washington alum Cooper Kupp, though, because of a hamstring injury. The game kicks off at 1:25 on Sunday, and that is a look at your morning rush. It's been more than 2 weeks since 2 major fires sparked in Spokane County, burning hundreds of buildings and killing at least 2 people.
But this morning, those fires are both nearly 100% contained, with even more progress expected. The Oregon Road fire burning near Elk is now 89% contained. Crews are now working on mop-up for the fire that has burned nearly 11,000 acres. 126 homes have been destroyed, along with 258 outbuildings, and 1 person died.
Meanwhile, the Gray Fire burning in Medical Lake is now 97% contained. So far, it's scorched about 10,000 acres and destroyed hundreds of buildings, although it's not clear how many of them were homes. 1 person has died in this fire, 86-year-old Carl Grubb.
The later weather forecast today is going to be pretty quiet and dry, and we'll see lots of sunshine throughout the day. Current temperature of 51 degrees, now just 5 minutes to sunrise here. 6:13 a.m. is our current sunrise for today, and we'll see plenty of sunshine as the day wears on overall. So that means that'll be about our low temperature for the day, about 51. Sunshine is here in spades for the afternoon, so we'll see about 75. That's right, sunny and 75 for the day today, and that'll be very common all across the inland Northwest. Very common several days over. Coming up, we'll show you what one day we might squeeze out a quick rain chance. That's all in just a couple minutes.